Not much more. $300 more.
Sackless.
No, that's fine. But I don't see the problem. Everyone's like, everyone's more upset about my financial situation than I am.
Because it seems like it's fear keeping you from just getting what you were owed.
No, it's not fear. It's apathy. Which I don't think is maybe any better necessarily.
We need the views, so link it up.
Yeah, it's so funny. You're not recording. You're muted. Boom! Lifesaver.
Well, I was recording.
You were recording. Oh, does that mean that? Is it still go into the thing if it's muted?
They couldn't have heard my voice.
Okay,
But
they
could have heard
you guys
yours.
aren't here for his voice.
Yeah, that's true.
You kidding me?
But they're definitely not here for yours either.
Yeah.
And it would have been just yours.
Yeah, it would have been. They were like, this would be a weird. Just your foot, which is what everyone's here for. I am also assuming everyone's here for your foot specifically.
Why do you think so lowly about your feet?
I don't really think about my feet that much. I think I got.
But it seems like
you.
It seems like you don't think that people are here also for your feet.
I don't. You're right. I don't, because it's a
And
physical attribute, and I've kind of given up on the idea of anyone being anywhere around for my physical attributes.
But these are feet people. Your feet are a different type of physical attribute.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Put it up there and let's see what they say.
I don't know if they'll like it.
Wow, white and gray. Those are fine feet.
Yeah.
Look at those. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Call Him Father. You're not getting bare. You're not getting bare feet.
Because it's Wednesday.
Because it's Wednesday. What does that mean?
Just like normally we'd give them a week.
Is
to
it
watch
Ash
and record
Wednesday?
it. No, but it's just like it's been 3 days since we recorded last where we gave
so
you
we
the
haven't
challenge.
given them a fair enough amount of time.
No, I think we have given them a fair enough.
Yeah,
amount.
it's been 3 days.
It's been 3 days.
And we're still at 3 minutes of retention.
Not even. We're 2.5 minutes of retention.
So kiss these hot, raw dogs goodbye, gentlemen, I assume.
Right. Yeah. There's like a bunch of ladies that are like, ouch.
Damn, so upset.
They're like, what the hell?
It's 2025. Women can beat off to feet on YouTube all day.
That's got to be a lot of work.
Yeah.
You need like the right scent. You need like.
At what point is because for a man, gooning is just whacking off until like for as long as you can before
because
you
it's
come.
right there. It's like turning on a faucet right up until the point that it drips, but like you could go all the way like that.
That's
if you
edging.
wanted to. Yeah, that's gooning.
Edging and gooning are the same thing.
I thought. Is gooning like attempting sincerely?
I thought gooning was being so deep in the hole that you like. It's not even about being at the precipice the entire time. It's just about doing it for as long as possible.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like basically edging, but but longer.
I think it is, but that means that you're not at the edge the entire time, so it's not edging.
Let me tell you this: based on our video viewership, they are not
gooning.
They are not gooning.
Yeah.
Maybe we're.
See, I'm trying to make you guys better gooners.
You think we got to create like a hierarchy of sock videos? I hope we're a finisher. I hope people finished us.
Oh, maybe that's why our retention's low.
Are we a warm up video?
We're a finisher.
Are we a warm up or are we a finish?
No, we're a finisher.
Because there's got to be like I go to
episodes like this. We're finishers.
I go to bed. What's Patty's podcast called again?
I go to bed. News from bed.
News from bed. I got a news from bed to start. I go, Tuesdays will start another one.
Sure.
And then I finish it. Call him father.
That'd be really sweet if we were finishers. Let us know where you are.
Where are we in your lineup?
Where are we in the lineup of when you're beating off? Okay. I was thinking about this. We could do it in my room, and we could call the episode "Jews from Bed." While we're still in the Old Testament.
Oh, okay. I was about to say we're not Jewish.
No. Thank God. But we are talking about
I'd hate
what
to be
they
so smart
believe
and
in.
successful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But for another time. Plus, it would be right down the barrel of the feet.
Yeah,
it
that's
sucks
true.
because this really is the most comfortable I can be right now. I've been on my knees all day, not sucking penis, but tiling.
But just imagine for a second.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
All right, there you go.
But tiling, and so my body really hurts.
How big of a you said you really pooped a poop at this work job today?
Yes, but let's not be crass. That's not what they're here for.
Sorry.
The Lord.
You really used the
Lord.
restroom.
You really took a bathroom break.
Yeah, exactly.
A hot, sloppy bathroom break.
Wow, you really used those facilities.
Well, it's just funny because like I was tiling in the bathroom.
Oh,
and so it was like shitting.
You'd be tiling well.
It was like shitting in my cubicle. Honestly, I loved it. I almost ate lunch there.
That's hilarious.
It's really just like people talk about solitary confinement being like a punishment, but at a certain level of being a guy, it's kind of nice. my
Sure.
work, my bathroom, my
Yeah,
throw me in a cell and
You
give
got
me
everything you need. You could do push-ups.
Yeah.
You could do burpees. Do you think you'd do push-ups? I'm the sort of guy where I'm like, if I was in jail, I'd be doing push-ups. I'd be doing all this stuff. And I think I'd do 5 push-ups and then I'd be like, all right, I'm going to fill my jail time with something else.
I think I'd rather just go get raped.
Well, I wouldn't go get. That's a different thing. That's being serviced. But
Looking at your watch and being like, I think I'm going to go get raped.
well, I think it's about time that I go. But the thing, you're not wandering in and out of your cell.
Yeah, you are.
know. What? I'm talking about the jail where they let you
Maximum
out.
security.
Maximum security.
But at a lower security ones, like the cell, like during the day, a lot of the time the cells are open.
You just wander around.
People are just walking around.
Just your room.
Yeah.
Wow, midday rape.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That sounds like an Ari Aster movie.
There's probably like
A24.
yeah, midday rape, 10:30 rape, 10:30 a.m.
AM. dude.
a.m. rape. That's crazy.
And stands for, oh man, that sucks.
Oh man, what?
That's, man, this is a bad brunch.
Oh man, anal man.
Anal man. There, hey.
Anal man. That's my
Let's
superhero.
do this, actually. Little bump.
Yeah.
Okay.
My superhero.
So yeah, that I don't know. I'm really if any of these feet guys, if you want to start paying for stuff, I'm down because I would really like my back to not hurt. And if my feet have to sweat so that my back doesn't, I'll do it.
Okay. I will not.
That's
do
the
it.
first official offer.
This is again me also being bad at
And
business.
if you don't know who to message, you got to Pog a War on Instagram.
Do you think these people know that we do stand-up comedy?
I assume they think we don't. I assume they watch us talk for an hour and they go, no way these guys do stand-up
I
comedy.
certainly hope they do not.
I certainly hope these guys don't think they're funny.
I certainly hope one of these guys doesn't have a pretty well shot special on TV.
Yes. Where I'm wearing shoes. I'm sorry.
He's wearing shoes. Yeah. If
My
he
next
had
special,
known,
they'll have to do barefoot.
if he had
in like a
known,
backyard.
What do you think about these? Okay, what do you think about these male shoes? They're like they're sandals where it's like the toe thong all the way up to the top of the ankle, and then it wraps around the ankle too. It's like an ankle strap. You know what I'm talking about?
They're women's. That's a women's
no,
style.
but men wear them.
Yeah, but men wear women's stuff now.
Okay, stop it.
That bothers you.
No, the sandals bother me. I hate the sandals.
Yeah, it's just is like, come on.
Someone
But
today.
I think also we're not fashion guys. So like when not fashion
What
guys.
are you talking about? You see the shirt you're wearing?
Yeah,
right now?
I was trying to
You're
make
not a fashion
you
guy.
feel included. I'm wearing my Pog of War shirt, which is my Instagram handle, and it was made by a friend of the show, Paige Gullivan.
Paige,
Just the sweetest guy.
sweet guy.
But what were we talking about? That's a good
Clothing.
sign.
We're not fashion guys.
Yeah. When when not fashion guys see fashion guys, it's really a visceral experience of like,
It is.
what the fuck what are you doing?
Yeah, that bothers me.
Like whenever
Why are
I
you
see
thinking about
whenever
that?
I see a see-through bag, it just really
Literally,
bothers the
when
shit
I
out of
see a see-through bag, I think, oh, you work at the airport. That's what I think.
That's funny. That makes sense though.
I'm like, yeah, that's why I think that.
It's still got a bomb in it.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, idiot. Oh, damn it.
Damn it.
I
Wrong
keep trying to get
bag.
this in. Oh, shoot.
A terrorist with a see-through bag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, they're not going to check me if I have a see-through bag.
No, they're just going to go right to detaining
Yeah,
you.
if you
To
have a
letting you through so you can hit the World Trade Center.
Right, exactly. That's what they did before. I mean, but it's still immensely easy to sneak stuff in there. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You know that about that TSA thing that they did a couple years ago where they snuck like 3 to 4 out of 5 guns through.
What?
Yeah.
Where
the
was
TSA
this?
is super bad at their job. There was just like an internal investigation, I think, of the TSA where they tried to sneak things through, and I think it was like 3 out of 5 weapons were snuck through.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Guy had 5 guns in his ass and only 2 fell out.
That's crazy. I mean, that's a big old butt.
That's a huge butt.
That's a big butt, and maybe small guns.
Yeah.
Perhaps too. Dude, that's crazy.
Derringers.
Yeah, fashion guy. What were you saying?
I'm just saying, like, as a non-fashion guy, whenever I see fashion stuff, I'm just like, that's so stupid. Because non-fashion guys are typically non-fashion guys because they're practical. Like, everything on them is either because it's comfortable, someone gave it to them, or it was like a free part of like a trial that they did online one time.
Right.
You know, like all of my shirts are either gifts that I cannot wear because they're offensive, or things that came with like a bag of Huel.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I like your Huel shirt.
Thank you.
I was saying this before. I have like 4 or 5 shirts that I like.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And like I got these shorts because they're the softest shorts I've ever felt, and they're super stretchy and they're a good length. And like that's it.
That's all you need.
It's my one pair of shorts. I have one pair of jeans. A guy on stage today, open mic, was wearing shorts and flip flops. I was wearing shorts, so I can't back too hard on shorts. It's hot out. I was wearing flip flops on stage.
I wore flip flops on stage last night.
That you wore flip flops on stage?
I got a ride to the mic.
From where?
For here.
The beach? You were wearing flip flops here?
I was comfortable.
That's nuts. That's what mic did you?
If I was on the train, I'm not going to wear flip flops. But
That's a good
if
point.
someone drives
Who picked
me,
you up?
Mike McParland, friend of the show.
Oh, friend of the show, Mike McParland. That's
Dude,
awesome.
So such a great guy. So funny.
Dude, he's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. A ride. Yeah, I get that. But
If you're taking the train with that, it's disgusting. But I'm going straight from stage to car and back.
Stage to car, I get it. But even still, just stage, flip flop, toe out. Listen, these guys are probably creaming right now.
I know.
Thinking about him doing comedy.
You fucking watch this for 5 more minutes and maybe you'll find out what that looks like.
Don't even watch it. Just don't close the window, you
Just
weirdos.
keep it. Yeah,
just
that's
keep
the thing.
It up.
Do another window. Skip to the next video. Go to
Mute
Patty.
Us. Mute us.
And then
go to a friend of the show, Patty.
It helps us. Find, like, and subscribe. Which I'm trying to remember to say more.
Yeah.
But yeah, fashion just pisses me off.
I get that too. You know who's been getting into fashion? Nick Thune. Very hilarious comedian. Do you know him?
I know Nick Thune.
So funny. And he's getting more into fashion, and part of it's like, stop it, man.
Yeah, you just go through these typical phases where you're like, okay, there's like, okay, now you look like Michael Jackson for a little bit. Now you look like Jack Skellington for a little bit.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is that it's all cyclical, and you just go back to looking poor again. To where people just start wearing like either gray man shit, like normal jeans and like a t-shirt that's no logo but $80.
Yeah.
Or fucking blue collar workers are getting shafted right now by Carhartt prices.
Yeah, and Dickies.
Yeah.
Everything's just mad expensive because some rich barista is like paying.
Wow, rich barista.
No, you know who I'm talking about.
Sure.
The family-funded baristas
right.
that pay $800 for a Carhartt jacket.
That's the thing that I don't get about those people is like your parents are paying for your rent and you're a barista.
Yeah, they think they're artists, dude. They're like, no, I'm living this life. It's like, shut up. No, you're not.
Why be a barista?
Because that's where the artists live. That's where writers are. That's where
they are. They're working on their art as their customers.
Yeah, but also you like to have a job like that sucks. So you can complain. You can be like, yeah, I'm working at a coffee shop. It sucks. And it's like, yeah, I'm paying my rent, but it's like, no, you're not. Like you're paying for your life to go out. Your parents pay your rent.
That's true. That's what it is.
And you're paying to
drink.
You're paying for drinks. That's what you're doing.
Okay, then that's a cool thing to do, and I rescind.
It's so weak, dude. It's crazy. I'm paying for everything.
Oh.
But also I make way more money than a barista. So
yeah, that's true. And you have a pretty good work-life balance. So
yes, that is true. Yeah, unlike baristas.
And you're an artist.
Oh, stop.
When I hear those abortion jokes, Josh, I go, that's art.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, I did none of those abortion jokes on the road. None.
Wow.
Not one.
Really? Not even the good one?
Not even the good one.
Why
Didn't
not?
do that one because my dad got in my head last night. He saw me do it here in New York, and it kind of bombed a little bit. And I was like, he was like, yeah, people kind of didn't like that joke. And I was like, yeah, that's a good point. So then I was just like, all right, I'm not going to do that. Even though it crushed in Denver when I did it in Denver.
Bombed one time?
Before.
I've thrown a lot of jokes away.
People were kind of, the last few times I had done it, people were kind of like, eh. And like the save from the bomb is good, but like the joke itself kind of bombs.
That sucks.
Yeah, like I have a save that crushes.
You got to go with it.
Yeah, I don't know, but I didn't do any pedophilia. I didn't do any pedophilia jokes. I didn't do any 9/11 jokes. I didn't do.
Were you just doing 5-minute sets?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff, man. I got a lot of.
Really? You have a lot of stuff that isn't those three top. Most of what I see you do, and I'm not even trying to be a dick.
No,
is those three top.
I understand. I totally get it.
That's crazy.
I get it, man. Yeah,
you could do like an hour.
Didn't touch any. Well, that's what's nice. So I did 20. And I was like, I had 35 minutes probably. I didn't do any race stuff. That's not true. I did one weird race joke, but it wasn't like really even about race.
Wow.
But, yeah. So it's nice.
Do you have an hour?
No, I have probably 35 or 40. But again, with a certain crowd that's like down for those jokes.
Sure.
Like if they're not down for that, then I'm like, I'm in trouble.
Okay.
You know?
Well, let's get rated.
You rate first this time.
I'll rate
I feel like
first
I
this
always
time.
rate first. You rate first.
Busy week. not really doing much in terms of spirituality. Praying every morning and every night, which is good. No meditation. Very quick prayers. Very quick. Boom, boom, boom. Efficiency prayers.
Hey man, that's better than nothing, dude. Acknowledging the reality is good.
If I'm having a bad day, like a really bad moment, I'll do a gratitude list. Send that to someone. That works. That pulls me out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's a little cheat code. I don't know. It's like when you're busy and it's like you have full days. It's really you're just thinking about what you're doing.
See, I feel like that's also maybe a personality thing because I'm not that way. Like.
No, but the way I said it made it universal.
But you get this tunnel vision. I think you and Mike the same way. You guys both are like tunnel vision. Like this is the project we're doing, and you both just focus so hard on that and like get it done. You guys go and like get it done, and that's how you guys operate as people.
Yeah,
which is like really efficient and productive. You guys like get stuff done when you're doing
when
it.
We want to.
You know,
and Mercury's in retrograde.
I don't have any of that. I'm like. Well, let me think about, and I can't focus at all. Is my point. And so when you get in the zone, it is hard for you to think.
But when you're distracted, like you're talking about, of like, let me think about this. Do you go to God in that situation? Do you get spiritual in that situation?
Yeah, I think about God a lot. I wonder about God, or I wonder. I should say I don't wonder about God, although I do. I wonder with God. I think a lot of like I
wonder with God.
I wonder with God. I go, God, what the hell's going on?
Okay.
That's what I do.
Okay.
It's in the voice, so it's more spiritual.
For sure.
Come on. But I wonder, like, I talk to God and wonder about my life, frankly. Like, it is kind of just like I make sure to do this after every workout at CrossFit, which wrecks my soul. It just destroyed me today. It was so bad.
Yeah.
I lay down and I'm very, very conscious to be like grateful that I get to do this.
Sure.
And it really does put me in a place of like, where the hell was I born in society and like all of time where I am paying money to go to a place that makes me feel this way.
Sure.
I feel awful. And this is a huge privilege because it's like,
this is the exception to my day. And I have to regiment it or else I'll become soft.
Yeah. Because I'll never feel this way. I'm paying for this to happen. Yeah. In all of history, people just felt this way because they had to, because of work or whatever. And now I'm like, I am so blessed to get to opt into this. It's crazy.
Okay.
You know? So I think about, I wonder with, and think about, it ends up being just like kind of thinking with God rather than, it's kind of like prayer, I guess, is kind of like my background a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's not that infused into my life yet, so it's just like...
Well, sure, yeah.
It's I do it beginning and end, and then sometimes I'll do it throughout the day, but a lot of the times it's just whatever I'm doing is what I'm doing, and there's no interjection of doing it with someone or something. It's just, God, I need to get out of this bathroom that I'm working in because my back hurts so bad.
Right, and then what happened?
What do you mean my back hurts? That's what happened?
No, but you got out.
That's true.
He delivered.
He delivered. Well, I mean, I kind of always knew I was going to get... It was kind of 5, but he delivered on it being 5.
That's right. Hey, 5 happened.
Which, hey, if
he didn't make it seem longer,
that's what he does, then he's very consistent.
Exactly.
Had a lot of 5s in my time.
Almost every day there's a 5.
There's a 5, yeah. There's 2.
2. Wow, that's a good point. 5 a.m., 5 p.m. Yeah.
Every day is a 10 out of 10 with the big man.
For time, absolutely.
Yeah.
Except for everything else in the Bible when the sun stayed.
Sure. In the sky. And when you're doing a plank.
Dude, planks
suck.
Planks slow down time.
Yeah.
I hate planks.
Planks and having to hold in a shit make time go. Like, I feel like I'm in that Christopher Nolan movie. Tenet.
Or no. Not Interstellar. Inception.
No, just Tenet.
Slow motion. Oh, okay.
Just Tenet. One time I was like, I wasn't gonna shit. I'm like, I'm making it through this flight, and then we landed and we got stuck, and it was so bad that when you start sweating,
yeah, the poop sweats.
it was maybe 15 minutes. It felt like an hour. I had to dig like David Goggins deep within my soul to not shit on the baby next to me. It was so, but yeah, that really slows time down. So spiritual at a 4, religious 4.
Okay, cool.
4. I
Still
just
pretty high on the religion and spirituality.
Because
totally
the prayer stuff is. Now
what is
that
the prayer? Can I ask? Is it like a routine prayer, or is it kind of like a free form? Like
I do 2 routine prayers, and then I do thankful stuff, and then I do please help these people and don't and protect these people.
Oh, that's nice.
List.
Good to know I'm getting prayed for.
Sometimes
So
because you're doing so well, I don't worry about you.
That's true.
I go, please keep doing to Josh
What you're doing?
what you're doing to him, because I know it's right.
Because I know that's the correct
I know
thing.
that's what's supposed to happen.
Yes.
Okay, how are you feeling?
Exactly. I had a spiritual, probably 6.
Wow.
And I don't know, I had a good day yesterday. I had a good good therapy session yesterday, and she told me what you told me, which is to, whenever you're like the anger thing, to like write it down, write a letter,
Sure,
never send it, all
Burn
this
it.
stuff. She literally was like, and then do something symbolic, and I was like, Brianna, I know about that.
you know,
It's
but
just
do you do it?
No, I haven't done it yet. That's my homework. I have to do that before next 2 weeks.
You get scared while it's on fire and you burn down your entire apartment.
Well, I wouldn't burn it. She said, do something symbolic with it, take it to a place. I mean, it's the same thing that Jamie Winship said in the book.
You, like spitball it at homeless people.
Yeah, exactly.
You love sound effects.
I'm good at sound effects, man. It's
You
one of
are.
my-
I was thinking of making a sound effects compilation, but then I was like, I don't want to rewatch our episode.
That's a lot of work. Yeah, that'd be a lot of work.
I don't even want to watch this shit.
Yeah, no. Well, we did it. It's totally different.
Yeah, that's so different.
It's completely different. Yeah, I think so. I got to do that. That's my homework, and that's like a spiritual thing because because I was talking to her. I was like, I'm just getting so angry. I'm going on these rants in my head at people, and
Sure.
I'm just like going off, and I'm like, I gotta rein it in. She's like, yep, you need to write a letter. Just write out all of your anger. It doesn't matter how unjustified or how insane it is. You need to write all of it out, and then do something symbolic with it.
It works.
And I know that it works, but there's a part of it that scares me because it means that's a part of like letting go, you know?
Yeah, and you don't want to let go.
No, I don't. And that's the hard part because she's like, you don't want to let go. I'm like, no, I absolutely
But at least
do
you
not.
realize that, because I think a lot of people hold on to stuff and they're like, they're just so focused on like trying to change the past. And like, and then I would have said this, and then I would have done, and now I'll do this in the future. Like,
Yes, it's
they're
all
trying
control.
to change all this stuff in the future and the
Yeah.
past. But then the one thing they can change, which is like accepting it, they're like, it doesn't even register.
No, because this is
deep
bad.
down, what they want is to not change.
No, I don't want to change this. And I was
They
praying
want
about
what
that.
they want.
I was
but they
praying
don't
about that
wanna change.
last night. I was like, God, I'm so angry about this, and I don't want to be not angry because I'd rather be angry with the potential of this, which is so funny because also if the situation changed and everything became good again in that regard, because I didn't get through my anger, it wouldn't be good.
Mm-hmm.
How are you preparing yourself for that when you're just retaining the anger and the resentment? That's not good.
No.
Like that's not so even if things flipped, I'd be completely not prepared for that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
No, it'd be terrible. So it is one of these weird things where it's like, yeah, I have to let go of that if it ever would even work in the future, you know?
Yeah.
So
That's where I'm like, I know you're supposed to like talk about your feelings, allegedly, but there
sorry,
is a
the woman
certain,
who commented and liked that.
yeah, there
That
is
woman
a
did that.
certain point where you do need to shut the fuck up about it.
Sure. Oh
Like,
yeah, I've reached that
at
point.
at a certain point, and I don't know I'm not saying I know where this is, but at a certain point, you just are kind of doing it the same way that I would hit a vape, where it's a
part of you,
oral
dude.
fixation.
Yes.
For you to just keep talking about the same fucking thing over and over again and not do anything about it.
Dude, I completely agree with you. I mean, say what you will about I don't know why I started the sentence that way. I had a pretty intense friend fallout over this thing. And I was like, okay, and it was way out of proportion. It should have never gotten to that point, yada, yada. But what it did tell me was like, I'm talking about this way too much.
Yes.
And I was like, this is the reaction that it got from
Yeah.
the other person was like really intense,
Sure.
overboard, I think. But also, it did send a truth to
But
me.
it's
where
not
I was
from
like,
nothing.
No, definitely not from
Yeah.
nothing. You know, so I was like, wow. And ever since then, maybe you don't feel this way, but ever since then, I've been dialing it back a lot.
No.
And it's it's been, but even still. So then my therapist is telling me that. So that is an inherently spiritual thing for me too, talking about anger. Because when I'm angry, I'm trying to incorporate that with the Lord. And what it shows is also a lack of trust in him too. Because I'm like, well, if I'm not angry and anger is my only sense of control over this, I don't trust God to have control over it, because what the hell is he going to do with it?
Yeah.
It just shows a lack of trust in giving this to the Lord.
Yep.
Like functionally, you can say, "Oh yeah, this is in the hands of the Lord," and it's like, "Cool. How are you proving that?" You know, it's like me saying, "Oh yeah, this is Grant's. This water is Grant's," and then I just never hand it to you, and you're like, "Well, you're gonna no. This is no. That was a metaphor.
You just said it was mine.
This is mine. That was.
You just said it was mine.
That's an example. It's.
Are you going to be a man of your word, or what are you going to do?
You're right. You just pour it on me.
I pour it on my balls because I like the feeling. Ooh, I wonder if that would feel good on my nuts. The bubbles.
I bet it would. Do you do? Have you
Poor
ever put,
man's hot tub.
You ever put icy hot? Yeah, water temperature bubbles, room temperature bubbles. You ever put icy hot on your balls?
Oh, that was like a weekly practice in middle school.
Dude.
We would put them on and then run around the house screaming.
Dude.
Such a painful experience.
Dude.
Honestly, I might do that again soon just to see what it feels like.
It feels like a bachelor party thing to do. I feel like you should do that. We used to.
I'm going to do it in Canada with my girlfriend.
On the Ultimate team. That'd be fun. I'll put it on her vagina.
Damn.
On the Ultimate team, so we had some guys who were from Costa Rica, and they have
Vagina.
What? Is that your girlfriend? Oh, I'm sorry. Does your girlfriend have a dick or balls?
No, I don't know. It's just you're just such a like a you're just such
I
like
just
a
didn't say pussy.
clinical guy. Like you're talking about putting Icy Hot on it.
On a vagina.
And you're saying, but you're still being like, oh, golly, you put Icy Hot on her vagina.
It's just the word.
It's like it's her
Vagina.
If I'm putting Icy Hot on it, it's her pussy.
I don't know, man. I see where we're both right. I think we're both right.
We're both right.
We're both right. That's very. The word pussy to me is like, ugh, it just doesn't feel good.
Yeah, it's one I've had to desensitize myself to.
Yeah,
I think
initially.
and if I actually can't say it in a sexual context. It feels
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is that when you revert back to being clinical?
No, I say cunt.
Oh, ugh, gross.
I say it in a British.
I think that's less.
I say it in a British voice, like I'm holding a lantern. I go, fucking stuff it in your cunt.
Yeah. You're holding a lamp down here, like it's so dark, I can't see.
Yeah.
Shoot, what was I talking about? Talking about vagina. Oh, these guys are Costa Rica were on my ultimate frisbee team in college, and they had.
The guys they were Costa Rican?
They were white. They were missionaries of Costa Rica, but they lived in Costa Rica. And so they had Costa Rican Icy Hot, which is called Kafal, and it's not FDA, but it's like too intense.
It's only hot
in America.
It's called hot.
Yeah, it's just hot sauce.
Caliente.
And they always said like we should put some on our balls and play a point of ultimate. And one person did it, but I put Kafal on my balls one time as a bonding thing with guys on my floor in college.
Yeah.
And that was like, it was. The first 10 minutes was like insane.
It's insane,
dude. It's like every inch is just getting pinched as hard as possible.
Yeah.
And you're like, yo, but then afterwards, it is cool. It feels so good.
But if
it's very refreshing.
If you can prolong it by fighting it. Like if you just ride it out, it doesn't take that long.
Oh, interesting.
But we would be so scared of the
put
pain
water on it?
that we would like V-leg under the faucet of like a tub.
No,
and
water
you just
makes it worse.
it makes it so much worse.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
I used to do that like every weekend with my friend Zach.
That's crazy. Just two of you?
Yeah.
If there's a group of you, not gay. Just two of you, that's gay.
We did it. I think we did it in a group at first, and then we realized that we kind of thought it was fun.
Just the two of you?
It didn't matter who was there. We didn't do it alone though, so I guess maybe it was a little. But we weren't like looking at it. It was more just like.
Does this hurt? Yeah.
It was something to do before we started drinking.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you had to feel something intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It is an intense experience. Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, it was either that or like throwing M80s at cats. So I think we picked the better option.
Yeah, for me it was just sugar. For me it was just buying sugar, buying candy. That was it.
Such a baby move, dude.
Yeah, I liked candy, man.
You got a ding dong ditch.
Oh, I never did that.
TP people's houses.
Never did that. Never egged.
Give people
never
wedgies.
Never did that.
Never did that either. Sorry,
will
guy.
Do that.
You want to do that game that guy suggested?
No, 0% chance. I'm imagining.
I know he's beaten off now. That's really.
I imagine not all of you are familiar with our comments as we are. Someone said you should do rock paper scissors and the loser gets a wedgie.
This is a foot guy and a wedgie guy. You must love sandals.
Yeah, that's essentially what that is. That's your toe getting a wedgie.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, should we talk about the Bible?
Yeah, speaking of gay, discharge, male discharge.
Male discharge.
That's where we're starting. Do you want to get your bigger print Bible? This one? Or
Sure. Are you going to be okay to edit this out?
why would I edit this out? I'm saying valuable things while you're going to get your Bible. Yeah, so this is... Guys, just comment that this timestamp is the most valuable timestamp. Just say that so that when you listen. So that's probably it.
That's
The most valuable thing that has ever been said on the podcast.
That is a nasty thing to do. What did you share your business advice? If they say you're going to pay you $500, take $2.
No, take... They say they're going to pay you $750. Take
$2.
Take $450.
Okay, let's see.
Leviticus 15.
Okay.
Laws about bodily discharges.
We're talking cum. We're talking period.
We're talking urine.
Urine. Are we talking poop?
I don't know if is that considered like a discharge?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes
this
it's a
morning
charge.
it was a discharge.
Sometimes it's more of a place.
Yeah.
A placement, but
yeah. The more solid it is.
Yeah.
I'm putting it.
I dropped it in the water.
I dropped it.
Yeah, I didn't shoot it out of my anus.
Yeah, which again, this morning, man, in my office.
In his office.
Okay, so we're still working in impurities and in cleanliness. So
yes.
In order to get close to the God, you got to clean the hands.
That's right.
And sometimes you get jizz and piss and shit and stuff on your hands. But after you do that, there's some rules. So a lot of these rules, they're either going to be cleaning or waiting. And sometimes if you're really nasty, you're going to need to sacrifice a pigeon after you get period blood all over like a cushion or something.
Mm-hmm. When a woman has a discharge.
Yeah.
And the discharge in her body is blood.
Yeah.
Implying there are different ways of discharging.
There are.
Right, ladies.
There are.
Women can come.
Well, yeah, and when they get, how we get boners, right?
Sure.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, of course.
When women get boners, they don't get hard, they get discharge.
Oh, discharge. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting, Gwen.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for sharing.
I know you don't know a lot about the female
Thanks
anatomy.
for sharing that with me.
Okay, what do you want to say about the discharges?
I mean, basically every single incident of discharge is, this actually goes back into a little bit to what we were talking about last episode with your buddy who will roll over on his own cum.
Yeah.
The Bible speaks to that specifically and is like, yo, don't be doing that. Clean it up, you weirdo.
Is it also because it's, and I'm going to quote you here, gay?
I don't think the Bible says it's because it's gay.
Right.
More specifically, me. That was a me thing. I'll own that one.
Okay.
But I think I think it's just because it's not. It carries disease. It's unclean. Like it is dangerous.
Cum carries disease.
How do you think people get AIDS?
That's blood.
That's the blood. Yeah, but keep getting the cum. You ever seen? Has that ever happened?
Cum is not.
You ever gotten blood in your cum?
No.
All right.
These fellas for sure have by just wear and tear.
Yeah, wear and tear. Oh man, you'll wear and tear.
You guys really got to pay attention to these rules.
You got to upkeep.
So, next time you have an emission of semen, you guys need to bathe your whole body in water and be unclean until the evening. Which I'm assuming you're doing this type of stuff midday.
Yeah.
And then every garment and every skin on which the semen comes shall be washed with water and be unclean until the evening. If a man lies with a woman and has an emission of semen, so if you hold, you're fine. Both of them shall bathe themselves in water and be unclean until evening. So you're basically like if you busted today, no temple.
Yeah, you got to stay clean.
Can you still pray if you're unclean? That's fine.
Like today?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Well, the whole idea of what being unclean even means has been completely flipped on its head.
What do you mean?
Through the sacrifice of Christ, we are all clean.
Oh, right.
We're all made clean in Christ.
Right. So Christians don't have to wash their hands. Like those signs that say employees must wash hands.
Jews must wash hands.
That's only for Jewish people.
Christians
who work in kitchens.
We love those restaurants.
That's only for Jewish people and Muslim people who work in kitchens.
Right.
Muslim people actually have pretty good food.
Sure.
But so it's all of this is basically a symbol of you guys about the importance of purity and cleanliness, but the rules themselves for Christians, God washed your hands.
Yes, we've been washed through the blood of Christ. So this idea of
that seems like it would make your hands dirtier.
the blood of Christ is metaphorical. So we were washed from our sins and impureness, which this is all symbolic of. So this is all talking about how we need to be clean in order to be in the presence of Christ, or in the presence of God the Father and the Holy Spirit. So when Christ died for us, he made us clean through his sacrifice. So now we don't have to go through these literal cleanliness aspects in order to be seen as clean, because God cleaned us on a fundamental level, on a much deeper level than just washing our hands. We are clean in our essence of sorts, so we can show up to the Lord how we are now, and God is able to commune with us through his Spirit.
Yeah, you guys can fast forward through all that stuff, but
go back and fast forward just to show me what's what. Go back.
Yeah, that would really show us what's what by going back and restarting.
From
there.
The whole thing.
Josh would hate that.
I'd be so mad if you watched the whole thing twice. Oh man.
Wait, so if my buddy's a Christian, why can't he just fall asleep with cum all over himself?
Well, if he's doing that, he ain't no Christian.
Why? But he did it in his sleep.
No, I don't think that's actually a moral thing to do.
You think it's just gay?
I think it's just gross. I think having cum on you and going to bed is gross. Like there's nothing moral about me pooping and not wiping. That's not a moral thing.
I think that is moral, because if you touch other stuff, you get people sick.
Well, if you wash your hands.
Oh, so you're washing your hands.
Wash hands, no wipe.
That's crazy.
No wipe, wash hands.
No wipe, wash hands is a wild guy.
See what I'm talking about?
I do not want to be with that guy.
I don't think there's anything
wrong. But that isn't a moral guy.
I don't think there's anything wrong with wiping from the front.
Well, then you and my friend are in cahoots now.
Does he wipe with his
from
the
front?
From the front? Dude, I remember the first time I saw a dude do that. I was in college. Senior year of college. Dude, he wiped from the front. I was like, are you kidding me? And this guy, two guys, in my house, I lived with 9 guys. Two guys wiped from the front. One of them, known as a dirtier fella. And then the other one, smartest guy in the house. Works for Tesla now. Like, maybe he doesn't work for Tesla anymore. Very smart dude. Wipes from the front. And I was like...
So it's kind of 50-50 on which way this can go.
I don't know. It seems like it gets people from all over. But anyways.
Yeah, this guy he's a construction worker. He's been in construction worker since he was 16 years old. Very manly guy, covered in tattoos. Tugs his balls up and lifts everything to the left and wipes from the front.
That is insane.
Why would you do that?
Does he have a father?
Yes.
His dad's
the one who showed him.
That's insane. Did he have a father?
Yeah, he had a really good dad. Of all the things this guy's dad showed him, and he showed him a lot of bad stuff. Really, he was that cool single dad I was telling you about.
Oh, yeah.
This might be the most disturbing one.
Dude, that's terrible.
Seeing a man wipe from the front is, where is that in here? They missed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's because they didn't think they'd have to cover that. Exactly. That's when that God was like, I think they know.
Even God was like, there's no way.
There's no way.
There's a
whole show going on in front in the way. You can't be doing that.
Why? Yeah. Why would you work through it just doesn't make any sense.
Someone's just like, well, there's no way back there except forward. Like, hey, stupid, look behind you.
It's called leaning.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Go for a quick lean.
Crazy, dude. Yeah.
I'm sorry, it just hurts my
I don't think it's immoral, but I So a lot of this stuff, like the falling asleep with gum on your chest or whatever, I don't think that's immoral. I think it's yucky, but like that's a personal preference. It's not like, I don't think God looks at that and is like, because it's on your chest, it's wrong. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
it's just yucky.
I don't know what God thinks is yucky or not. I don't know. That's a Jesus question. Maybe Jesus didn't like strawberries or whatever.
Yeah,
maybe
and if
strawberries were yucky.
If you have sex with a lady while she's on her period, you're also unclean for 7 days.
I wonder if condoms introduce a difference in that.
There's
there were no condoms
way.
Yeah, well, that's saying because of the menstrual blood, that you're unclean when you're on your period as a woman anyways.
Aren't condoms bad?
Oh, that depends on if you're a Catholic, then you typically are anti-contraceptive. So
And you?
I'm fine with contraceptives.
Oh.
Yeah, I've no problem with condoms or IUDs or IEDs. Any roadside bomb is fine by me.
Yeah. Those are stopping kids.
Pulling out, any of that yeah, made by kids too. I think any of those methods for contraceptive, I'm like, yeah, cool. Vasectomy, whatever.
That's fine.
Rip it. Yeah, go for it. I don't care.
Why do you think that's okay, but Catholic people don't think it's okay?
Catholics, I think, are much more staunch in the idea of like sex is for procreation. And I do think sex is for procreation, but I also think sex is for enjoyment as well.
For busting.
I don't think it is primarily for, I don't think it's only for children, exclusively for children. So if you have sex without the potential of having kids, I think that's okay.
Okay. Well, let's see. We'll see what they say about that in chapter, I think 18.
18.
About
Unlawful sexual
But you want to talk about the
relations.
Day of Atonement first? Because that is huge.
Actually, if you could do that, that'd be better for me.
No, that'd be really great if you could do that after.
We get lost in the sauce with all this Leviticus.
The Lord spoke to Moses.
Stuff.
And remember, that's how every chapter here starts. The Lord spoke to Moses. This is from God. Okay. Which, if you read A History of God or subscribe to the 4 multi-author thing, it's not from God. It's from the clergy during the time of the exile from Israel by the exile to Babylon. Yeah. But anyway, so tell Aaron, your brother, to not come to the holy. I mean, this is Yom Kippur, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what is Yom Kippur? Yom Kippur is, well, now it's a little different, but it used to be like, this is a communal sacrifice for the communal guilt or uncleanliness of all of Israel. And it had to be done by the priests. It kind of mirrors Babylonian and other Mesopotamian cultures and their annual traditions. And but it's different because it's got to be done by the priests. And this is where that kind of the authorship thing comes in, and they say that the Deuteronomist author put part of the reason for putting this in here is because it pushed through this idea of a religious hierarchy, and also it was a way to keep people from idolatry. Because if they were doing their own sacrifices and their own rituals, and it wasn't being done by the priests, then they're more likely to branch off and do idolatrous stuff.
And I'll read verses 20 through 22 because this is kind of like, I don't know, I kind of think part of the meat of it. And when he has made an end of atoning for the holy place and the tent of meeting and the altar, he shall present the live goat. And Aaron shall lay both his hands on the head of the live goat and confess over it all the iniquities of the people of Israel and all their transgressions, all their sins. And he shall put them on the head of the goat and send it away into the wilderness by the hand of the man who is in readiness. The goat shall bear all the iniquities on itself to a remote area, and he shall let the goat go free in the wilderness. Scapegoat. So there's a scapegoat for all this. Think about that. All like millions of people in Israel.
Jesus was really the biggest scapegoat.
Goat. Yeah.
He was the scapegoat.
He was the scapegoat.
He's the scapegoat, greatest of all time.
Yeah, the perfect scapegoat.
He's the scapegoat.
Oh, scapegoat.
Like to goat.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
He's the scapegoat.
Not just the goat, but the scapegoat. He devoted them.
We're doing it.
He's the goat.
We're doing a podcast.
He's the scapegoat.
We're the scapegoat.
He's the scapegoat.
Actually, chapter 17 is more like what I was saying, the place of sacrifice. You gotta do it. You gotta do it at the temple, baby. You need the priest to do it.
Yes.
Or you'll die like Olihab and Udihab or whatever their names were. Sven and Oli.
Yeah. And then it goes, so yeah, it goes in this middle part of sacrifice. And I think that indicates kind of like the middle of this book, is my understanding, is like the actual acting out of the sacrifice is the atoning. And then it goes back to laws. So it goes laws against eating blood, then unlawful sexual relations, which I'm sure no one's interested in. And then talk about how the Lord is holy. And then it goes into different laws
blood.
there.
Part of that is the not allowing the blood thing is the logic is well, like that's where the thing's life is, but it's also that's something that other religions in the area were doing. So it was a way to set Judaism. Well, it's not quite Judaism yet, but
Israel
aside from the Canaanites and the Mezonites and the Babylonians, and
they also do that with
we different.
Yeah, they're different through that. They're different through unlawful sexual relations, through the idea of what sexual relations are allowed. And then also in chapter 20, he talks about child sacrifice, which was very common back then. And this is saying, yo, don't be doing that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
That and gay stuff.
Well, let's see what unlawful sexual relations, because a lot of it is mostly about.
A lot of it's about not fucking your brother.
Yeah, which
and
I mean,
sister.
we've all had those urges.
Of course.
Of course.
You just see them a lot.
They're just around.
They're around.
You know, they're around.
They're
You're going
hot.
through puberty. It happens, you know?
You really should be removed from your family while you're going through puberty so that you don't develop any Oedipal type
Yeah, you should be
stuff.
isolated.
Not that
absolutely.
it's not a problem for me, but for Josh.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Stuff
Yeah.
he was telling me before the podcast started.
About my family and stuff. None of you shall, it's verse 6. None of you shall approach any one of his close relatives to uncover nakedness. I am the Lord. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father, which is the nakedness of your mother. She is your mother. You shall not uncover her nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's wife. It is your father's nakedness. So see how they did like that's stepmom. That's stepmom territory.
Oh, that's stepmom.
Well, it's like, hey, your mother, don't do that, or your father's wife, which is differentiating the two of them. So it's saying, okay, so stepmom, also bad. And back then, they had like
Are you telling me that
50 freaking wives.
stepmom porn is not okay with God?
Frankly, I'll go a step further. No porn is good with God.
All right, well, let's slow down.
Sorry, I know
This doesn't
that's
count
going
as
100
porn,
right
by
now.
the way.
Yeah.
It's also, it's like, I think one of the big issues
Hold on, I gotta
sometimes...
fix my shorts.
Fix your shorts, fix your socks, and put them up this damn table. What I think is funny is like one of the issues I think a lot of the times is you get these rules and you don't get the logic behind it.
Sure.
So that can be a big problem with religious rules.
Yeah.
But in terms of you shall not uncover the nakedness of your father, or sorry, where's the one about the mother?
Verse 8 or verse 7.
It's just she is your mother. That's enough.
Yeah, she is your mother. You should not uncover her nakedness.
She is your mother.
It's just kind of one of those things where it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, come on.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Hey, don't have sex with your mom. Why? She's your mom.
Okay.
What sort of explanation do I need here?
And also, you shall not give any of your children to offer them to Molech. That's really important. Have you guys been doing that?
Cut it out.
Is that why Iran is developing nuclear weapons?
Because of Molech?
Because of Molech?
Okay, is it Molech? Because they said here not to do that.
Josh, can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Who the fuck is Molech?
Not a good guy, I'll tell you that much.
This refers to the cult of Molech.
Yeah, god of the region.
Ah.
Another one of those instances where it's like, hey, Molech is going to be the god of like the dominant cultures around you. Don't do that.
Oh.
Don't do that.
You guys like foot cramps? Ow. It really did hurt.
Come on, man.
It hurt.
Come on.
Sorry.
She is your son's wife. These are the sorts of people that they're just saying don't have sex with. You shall not approach a woman to uncover her nakedness.
It sucks how specific they need to get in here. It really tells you what was going on.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But it is funny to keep Molech in there.
Well, Molech, I mean, that makes total sense.
It makes sense for them, but like, can you offer your children to sacrifice to non-Molechs?
No, but I'm sure Molech was again the dominant. You know what I mean?
Sure, but do side characters get babies?
No. Well, in chapter 20, it talks about punishment for child sacrifice.
Okay.
So I don't think it's like punishment for child sacrifice to Molech.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just child sacrifice, period.
Okay, now let's get to the most controversial thing we've seen so far. Well, not really.
Well, run it past me. We'll see if it's controversial.
You shall not lie with a male as with a woman. It is an abomination. Now, if you could read that a certain way and say that every woman that has sex with a man is an abomination.
A woman reading that? What?
What the fuck?
What? I've been abominating myself?
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
It's a lose-lose,
Yeah.
really, frankly. Don't lie with a male. Oh, as you would with a woman.
You shall not lie with a male as you will
with a woman.
With a woman.
It is an abomination. Abomination.
I think that just means don't do missionary with a guy.
Yeah, exactly.
That is an abomination. That's crazy.
Also, if you've been lying with a woman and you're doing anal, she's got a perfectly good vagina. I mean, cut it out. You know what I mean? And you can't lie with a man as you will with a woman because you're using a butthole. It's different.
Yeah, is this just saying don't fuck women in the ass? Is that the problem?
You shall not lie with a male as with a woman. It is an abomination. I mean, I think we get. I think there's
now
not
in the
really
notes
a lot
it
of
says this prohibited all male homosexual activity. But you could never lie with a male the way you'd lie with a woman. Because I don't jerk a woman
with
off.
love and with
I don't jerk a woman off when I'm making love to her.
That's a good point.
I don't jerk a woman off and make her say things in a deep voice when I'm making love to a woman.
Hey, Grants. Like that.
I'm God.
Grants.
In the larger picture, such activity is utterly at odds with the creation ideal. See note in Genesis. Oh wow, the ESV is pretty. There's no wiggle room on this.
No, the ESV is a pretty conservative translation.
Okay.
And then in 23, right after, just to let you know the context kind of with this is falling into, verse 23, and you shall not lie with any animal and so make yourself unclean with it. Neither shall any woman give herself to an animal to lie with it. It is perversion. So one is an abomination. The other one is a perversion. I mean, like both basically being like, yo, don't do either of those things. That's
abomination
not how
is
sex
worse than a perversion though, right? Abomination is like, gee, that's really bad. And perversion is like, that's kind of gross.
I don't know. I don't know what those words are in the original
This is the
Hebrew.
first time I feel like that you get don't be gay, but it's the third or fourth time it says don't fuck animals.
Yeah, I bet people were more into having sex with animals back then because it's easier. You just grab an animal.
I don't know. You see gay guys now.
All bestiality is rape,
easy.
by the way. I don't think there's ever a time where a dog's like, oh, yeah. You know
I don't know.
mean?
I've been on a date with a sheep. You give it some wine. You're having a good time.
So you could get them there.
Yeah,
the point.
exactly.
But even then, you give them some wine. I mean, that sounds coercive.
I'm drinking the wine too. I'm relapsing.
As long as you're
I'm relapsing and fucking a sheep.
As long that's what we're going to open the episode.
Yeah, that's great.
This week on Call Him Father.
I'm relapsing and fucking a sheep.
As long as you're staying equal to them in terms of wine. Drinking.
Yeah.
If you give them more than you have, that's not
Would
fair.
you feel comfortable saying your take on this portion?
My take on this?
Yes. You don't have to.
it just cuts out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I mean, obviously it is an abomination. I mean, this idea of like gays should die or whatever, like this really intense like stoning of it or whatever. I think this is the sort of law that Jesus died for. You know what I mean?
That's what I was going to ask. Is did Jesus die so we could get fucked in the butt?
Oh, I don't know if that. Thank you, Jesus. Will you be gay now?
Yeah.
I'm honestly just not super well, especially not with Old Testament stuff like this. I'm not super familiar with like the liberal theological talking points regarding homosexuality, but most of that is regarding what's said about it in the New Testament. The Old Testament, I don't really know.
Because Reformed Jews, I mean, they're pretty LGBTQ+.
Right. So that's why I don't exactly understand what their reading of this is. Because again, it seems pretty straightforward. But again, there's so many laws that are very straightforward, such as eating of pork, camel, whatever, that we're kind of like, yeah, we don't really follow that anymore.
I guess
so. In terms of like the law that we follow today,
yeah,
that's the rules that we follow today are largely, or if there are laws that are found back here that we follow today, it's because they were reinforced by Jesus in the New Testament or the epistles afterwards that that are written in the New Testament. Those are the rules that we follow, right?
Okay. And what do those rules say?
Those rules, again, that's where there's a lot of interpretive difference.
Okay.
Because there's people that say, obviously, this is the more commonly known perspective is that gay bad. But then you've also got Christians that say gay good. Like at your Episcopal church, where they're like, you better be gay.
They're almost all gay.
You better be gay or else you're going to
hell if you don't suck some
if you're
dick.
gay. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And so I think there's a lot of interpretation from the New Testament, I don't really know how they interpret. I mean, this is so straightforward. I don't know how you would interpret this any other way.
But then, so that's straightforward. And maybe Jesus, his dying made this less bad or more workaround.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think the thing that we
could definitely say... Does that also apply to him having sex with animals?
So I think what does apply to both is the punishment for doing both.
Is
right?
not death.
Is not death. Same as the punishment for any of these other laws that you break.
Sacrificing a child.
Yeah, sacrificing a child.
Is not death.
Kind of cool.
Sure.
Well, no, I mean, the idea is that there is forgiveness and redemption
doing
from
all
anything.
that for corn.
Doing all that what for corn?
Sacrificing a child so that you have better corn.
Yeah, dude, or
That's
just rain.
Yeah.
Also, what if it didn't work that season?
Ooh.
Like, I just killed my kid.
I like that one too.
Well, that's another thing. You got like
his legs were the same length.
Yeah, like 80. Like 80 kids back then.
Yeah, that's true.
So you got.
That's why it's okay, and that's why you know.
Yeah, you just keep popping out kids. But yeah, the point being, Jesus died so that the punishment for not following these laws wouldn't be incurred.
Okay.
So that's what this is for. That being said, again, I don't know the talking points really on the Old Testament stuff for, again, it seems so like this whole 19 through 23 is just so straightforward. Just don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And it's not really like a nuanced thing. So I especially wouldn't know how Reformed Jews
but for you
respond to this.
But for you, what do you mean? How do you feel?
Oh, I would go off of what the New Testament says.
Okay, so you don't want them to get killed.
No, yeah, I definitely.
But that's kind of where you stop.
Definitely don't kill gay people.
Yeah, that's good.
Or really anybody.
Okay.
I think killing is not good unless it's in war.
Oh.
Unless it's done by Palantir.
Unless it's for Raytheon's bottom line.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, I've recently invested in Boeing, so I really need there to be some war. Yeah, I mean, obviously don't kill. The whole God hates gay people. I'm softening it.
No, you're good.
I think that's insane. I disagree with all of that. That being said, how do I think Jesus calls us to live our life? I would say things similar to drunkenness or sex outside of marriage or things of that nature. I would equate it to that.
So not good.
I'd say that's not how God designed us to live our lives. Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Okay, well, that's been another episode of
Animate a semi truck just running. Next episode is just you alone.
Yeah,
or just you with a
hey
gay
guys,
guy.
We got rid of that
homophobe
evil man. Okay, well, we do only have 3 minutes left. So, do you want to try to get to the Lord is holy?
The Lord is holy. How much time could that possibly take?
Not that long. I mean, the reason the Lord is holy as a chapter is really important is because one of the biggest tenets of Judaism, like one of the central pillars, is
sorry, I was zoning
love
out.
Your neighbor.
Oh yes, love your neighbor as yourself.
Love your neighbor. Which
that's what Jesus.
Last time I checked, Palestine was a neighbor, but
who is my neighbor? Although, well, listen, that is actually really interesting that you say that because Jews did read this much more as love your neighbor as yourself. They did read it as like my Jewish neighbor.
Only your Jewish neighbor.
Yeah. They didn't read it as everyone. So when Jesus comes in the New Testament and says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and the second grace commandment is like it, love your neighbor as yourself. He says it as, and people ask him, who is my neighbor? And he tells a story about a guy who gets robbed and a Samaritan who, Samaritan comes and heals this Jewish guy, helps save him. And it's like, who is that man's neighbor? And they say, well, the Samaritan. And they hated Samaritans. That was like an enemy. That would be like, imagine an Israeli is beat up on the side of a road, and then you had 3 Israelis pass him and didn't help him because whatever. And then a Palestinian or someone from Gaza comes and heals them. And they say, who was that Israeli's neighbor truly? And then they go, well, the Gazan it was. And that's basically Jesus saying, yeah, so that's your neighbor, is everybody, basically. But this law, which I think that's still the intent of it, Jews back then especially misinterpreted that to say, oh, I'm called to love my Jewish neighbor and my Jewish neighbor only.
Where do you know of any piece in here, because I don't remember the text exactly, that would give you that from the text, not the cultural of the time, but from the text that gives that inclination?
Idea of it just being Jews?
Yeah. Because you shall leave them for the, this is, you shall not strip your vineyard bare, neither shall you gather the fallen grapes of your vineyard. You shall leave them for the poor and for the sojourner. I am the Lord your God. But that's the only thing it says that I can get that is like talking about people outside of the Hebrews. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's most of it is like neighbor. And it's like, well, what do you think of neighbor? And if you come in and tell me, and like, who's your neighbor? You'd say, well, I'm in my neighborhood. Right?
Yeah.
So this is my neighbor. Like, you don't think I'm your neighbor. I live in Astoria.
Sure.
That doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
It's me stabbing Josh because he's not my neighbor.
Yeah, exactly. And that would be chill. But then the idea is like, well, who's your neighbor really? And Jesus opens that up a lot. But I think people read things very literally, and they're very litigious is not the right word. That's not the right word. Literal.
It is the right word.
But they're literal, and it's like, when you find a law that is so specific as this, you've got loophole after loophole after loophole that you could find if you define the words in a certain way. So you go, well, my neighbor lives lives across the street from me, just on my street. So I really only need to care for 1, 2, 3 people. That's who I need to care for. And it's like, well, all right.
Okay.
You know that's not the spirit of the law, right?
Sure.
There's the letter of the law versus the spirit of the law. And that's basically it. The letter of the law are people like me a lot of the times who take things very, very literally when they should not. It is much more focused on the spirit of the law.
And also important, do not profane your daughter by making her a prostitute. I mean,
Don't do it. Guys, cut it out.
Lest the land fall into prostitution and the land become full of depravity. So if one guy makes his
Like, oh, what the hell? I can make money off my daughter?
Yeah.
And everyone does it.
And then everybody's it's such a good business plan.
A real snowball effect.
Pimping ain't easy, but it is lucrative.
Absolutely. You kidding me? Got my bottom. Got
my bottom bitch is my daughter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, how foul it used to be back then.
Oh, terrible.
Good thing nothing like that happens anymore. Again,
thankfully, prostitution, done and dusted.
Done and dusted.
No more of that going on. No more of that.
Woo. Okay, well, we hope you liked this episode. It's been footy. And hopefully there's some clips, and that's all that really matters.
Frankly, if there are no clips, I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah,
but if there are
you're
clips,
editing it.
That's true.
This has been another episode of Call Him Father. We hope you had fun. Please like, share, and subscribe. And RJ, Roman, if you made it this far, I appreciate all your feedback. It is starting to piss me off. Bye.
Bye.